Hey everyone, it's Crown Vic here, and today we'll be installing new spotlights on the Crown Vic, so let's get started. What you're going to need for this spotlight install is the spotlight outer shaft, handle, and mounting hardware for the correct side. In this video I'll be showing how to install the left driver's side spotlight. If we take a close look, you'll see an L and an R on each mounting bracket. Since I'm doing the driver's side, I'll need the left bracket, which is the one labeled L. Now that you know what we'll need for this spotlight install, let's see what tools we'll need. The tools we'll be using for this spotlight install is a 1/8 hex key or Allen key, a 25 Torx bit on a ratchet, and a Phillips head screwdriver. Now that we know what we'll need, let's start with installing the small outer bracket on the A-pillar. It uses two small Phillips head screws. I'll just line it up with the old existing holes and then screw it into place. Great, now we have the outer bracket installed. Now let's remove the A-pillar trim piece. I just pulled from the top and the clips popped out. With the trim removed, we can now see a clear hole through the A-pillar. We can now take the spotlight outer shaft and inner bracket and place the shaft into the bracket until it seats properly. Now we're able to push the longer side of the rod into the hole in the A-pillar. When the rod is pushed in all the way, we can line up the holes on the bracket with the old existing holes left on the A-pillar and put the screws in and tighten them down. Now our brackets and inner shaft are installed. Let's go ahead and put our A-pillar trim back in. Now we can push our spotlight into the outer shaft. Make sure to push it in all the way. Let's slide on the handle and wiggle it until you feel it lock into the groove on the spotlight. If we take a closer look, you'll see a small flat spot in the screw hole of the handle. We'll use the small barrel nut and line it up with that flat spot. Here's the barrel nut and screw we'll be using. We'll start with lining up the barrel nut with the flat spot and pushing it in flush. Now I can hand tighten the screw a little, then use the 25 Torx bit on a ratchet to tighten it the rest of the way. Be gentle when tightening it down. It doesn't need to be super tight because these barrel nuts are prone to breaking pretty easy. Awesome. Now it's tightened up, we can plug it in and tuck the wires in. With our Allen key, we can tighten this small little screw to adjust how tight the turning is. Just keep doing small movements with the screw until it turns how you want. Now let's give it a test to make sure everything works. Great, now the spotlight's installed and it's ready to go. I ended up doing the passenger side spotlight as well since my car is cut for it, so I just repeated the steps for the other side. Let's go ahead and see how these spotlights look at night. Cool, they look good. These things are pretty bright too. I'm very happy with how these spotlights turned out, and I hope this video helped anybody trying to install their own too. I hope you enjoyed the second episode of the P71 Project, and I hope you stay along for the upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.